back to Fuzzy Walrus Industries. I'm Walcom, and today it's time for Tag Back, the show where every week we take a look at a blaster from the past to see what it could offer us today in the present, and this time! It's kind of a cop-out episode, but not really, because we're going to be taking a look at two things that I covered a long time ago, and then there's a third thing that wouldn't be enough of an episode by itself that I can add to it. And then when they're all added together, it's its own entire new thing, because it functions different. It's time for the Unity power system, if I can even fit this in camera frame. Like, no joke, this thing is massive. I feel like the Unity power system doesn't need any kind of introduction, but for those of you that do need one, this was released in 2003. It's an old one, and yet it was re-released all the way up until 2010. And it includes 3 blasters that, when put together, form the Unity power system because they all work together as one individual thing when they're connected. And, well, that is, of course, the infamous Nerf N-Strike Titan AS-V.1, the Nerf N-Strike Hornet AS-6, and, of course, the Nerf IX-3 Scout. And, well, it's basically a loadout in one blaster. You've got the long-range destructive power of the Titan, because it's massive and has a huge air tank, like, no, it's a huge air tank. And then you've got the assault power of the Hornet with its semi-auto 6-shot firing or shotgun effect. And then as backup, you've got your nice pistol in the Scout. And that makes an entirely crazy thing when it's all combined together. And the best part is, all of this stuff works 100% together from just the one Titan when it's all combined, and that is absolutely rad. Now seriously, it isn't good enough that the Titan is one of the most sought after and most powerful blaster you could possibly get to ever shoot a dart, let alone the included rocket, which I don't have one here because I just gave mine to Captain Xavier, and I didn't really think I'd have a use for it, and then he took mine, so I'm just gonna put up a picture of a rocket, and yeah, that just imagine that on the end of my Titan. Wait, what's that? Oh, looks like we've got a t-shirt for sale. Yeah, this is the worst ad ever, but if you're interested, we have this beautiful Fuzzy Walrus Industries t-shirt ablazoned with delete this and some line artwork beautifully done of the deleter, which was entirely designed by GSK Blades in the Fuzzy Walrus Industries Discord channel. He also goes by like Meowstick. He goes on YouTube by Meowstick, but it's mostly the Discord thing, and that he's known for. But yeah, if you want to pick up an official Fuzzy Walrus Industries shirt, well, this is your one time to do it. This is the first shirt that we've put out, and I think it looks pretty cool. And I've already sold a couple. I've only posted a link like once in a Discord, so yeah, this might be your chance to get something cool. I don't even own one yet. I plan on getting one when I get paid from my MCN. But yeah, it's a shirt. So if you buy that, it helps the channel because I get monies from that, and that's everything better. But back to the Unity power system, because well, that's a Titan rocket. But what about the rest of the stuff on this thing? You've got the Hornet at the bottom, which is of course its own pump action, very nice SMG compact pistol thing, which I happen to like a lot. The Hornet is one of my favorite blasters, even though I've never really gotten one to be super great at anything. I wish I could get a semi-auto, like a Hornet, that was like 130 FPS. I don't think it's possible unless you like encase the tanks in resin and reinforce every single joint on this blaster, but I really wish it was. But this thing shoots either semi-auto, or if you press the buttons on the side, shoots the entire 6-dart payload whenever you want. You simply prime it like this, and yes, it's an air blaster that needs to be primed. You pump it up in the front, and then you've got triggers right here, or blast buttons on both sides of the blaster itself, making it a very effective and cool blaster. And for backup, of course, you've got your Scout, which is the one blaster in this entire series we haven't really talked about before, and there's really not a good reason for that, other than the fact there's really not a whole lot I can say about the Scout. Is the Scout awesome? Yes, it's one of the coolest, comfiest pistols in the entire hobby, but it is ruined by one thing: the fact that it is reverse plungered, which is horribly inefficient compared to the direct plunger pistol, meaning while this is a very, very hard-hitting reverse plungered pistol for whatever reason, it's kind of inferior to things like the Night Finder. This thing's like a dead ringer for Diva's pistol from Overwatch. Like, not that I really care about the whole Overwatch thing, but it does really look like it, and it's super comfortable. It is got the best grip there could possibly be. Very, very comfortable trigger. It's got a slide action, which is really, really cool. Oh god, it's awesome. I never really got a chance to talk about this thing, because what else am I going to do but foam at the mouth for 5 minutes about it? It's got 2 internal dart storage, and then, of course, muzzle loading up at the front, and it is reverse plungered, but it's very powerful for a reverse plunger for whatever freaking reason. Unfortunately, that means something like Night Finder, which doesn't look nearly as cool, will beat it. But man, is the Scout awesome! And all of these blasters fit together, and they do something when they're all combined together, which is really cool. So, starting with the Assault Hornet here, it just kind of clips into the bottom right here. You just kind of take this big lump right there, which you might not have understood what it was even for if you've never seen the entire Unity power system, and it just sockets it in there and clips in, and yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty stout. You may have to fiddle with the clips a little bit to get it to lock in there. It's side-slapping it that might cause it to get loose, but otherwise, it's on there pretty darn good. And then, of course, your Scout goes on the rail right here on the side, the reverse rail. So this is the entire Unity power system, and it's intelligently designed, because when you have the Scout right here on the side, well, it's a slide action. How exactly do you think you prime it? Well, you just push forward, and that primes the Scout. But what about the Hornet on the bottom? Well, you still have to actually manually do that if you want to use the semi-auto function. You can, of course, hold the blaster like this. However, this front button right here actually controls the Hornet, but it's only the blast button, so it effectively gives your Titan a pre-built-in master key shotgun thing, which is awesome, and from my testing, actually improves the performance of the Hornet dramatically. Not quite sure what that's about, but hey, I'll take it. And if you really thought, so you have to reach up to fire the Scout on the side, not so fast, bucko. There's a little button right here. You just press that. It presses a little button on the top of the Scout, which is on the catch, which releases the catch and fires the Scout, which is just dumb awesome. You can thumb activate it, or yeah, you just hold it like this and you're just good to go. And when you pump the Titan, it fills up the Hornet. This is awesome. It's its own entire unique thing when it's combined together, and it works just effortlessly. God, I love it. I love it so much. You've got the rocket launcher, or if you modify it, it could be like a sniper rifle or a more advanced shotgun, or whatever you really want. It's an air tank. Follow your dreams. But then you've got the shotgun underneath, and it's beautiful. And if you want to hold it like this, do the semi-auto, that's perfectly doable. But of course, you can hold it like this and be super tactical and be able to shoot people with shotguns and rockets and everything all the time. And then you've got your last-ditch effort, which you can prime on the blaster itself, and you can put a dart in there and be like, yeah, I've got a pistol on the side of my blaster. I don't even have to take it off. I can just push it forward, fire it. It's respectably good. I'm actually surprised how well that works. All together in one package. The Unity power system does not mess around. And you might be thinking, well, I don't really like the red. Well, good news. There's actually multiples of these you can get. There's actually the Hulk Abomination Blaster, which is all 3 of these with a green and kind of silverish detail. And then there's the Unity power system when it was sold individually in blue. So you could buy an individual Titan, individual Hornet, individual Scout, combined together, and you got a blue Unity power system, which is probably the most rare one there is. And my god, is it beautiful. I really, really like it. And that's the Unity power system. It is positively fantastic. I just realized this is one of the original Hornets. Right there you can see the old school Nerf, and then this is one of the original Titans, but my Scout is not one of the original ones. I'm gonna have to rectify that. I probably have another one somewhere. Maybe. But yeah! Unity power system. It's big, it's mean, and I can't wait to run this in a war by itself. Although I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of analog for the rocket launcher thing, because guess I'll just have to put some kind of muzzle on there that would shoot those demolisher rockets, I guess. Or maybe multiple demolisher rockets. That'd be pretty rad. If you want to know more about the Titan and the Hornet individually, of course, you can check out the links below, but the question remains, what exactly is this good for now? Well, they're air blasters. While the Hornet cannot exactly do anything super special awesome because it's very finicky, most of them leak as they are, and they look like some kind of mess of tubes inside. It's really scary to look at the internals of a Hornet. They are air-powered. They are individual air tanks, which makes them very, very good. So it might be something you would want to invest in and hopefully make good, and then send me some pictures, or let me buy the completed one off you so I can finally run a Hornet. The Titan needs really no introduction because the air tank is the size of a Coke can, and it will absolutely Shrek pretty much anything. It holds a lot of power and a moderate amount of air pressure. It's not the best. It is a rigid air tank, but like in terms of like some drain blasters and stuff like that, they will hit harder, but the Titan has more air volume than pretty much anything. So if you want to shoot like a sticky dart, like a Busby sticky, like 250 feet, this can kind of do that with an appropriate barrel. No joke, this thing is a massive amount of air. And then there's the Scout, which is kind of the worst one of all of these, because in fact it is a very not good reverse plunger system, but it looks cool, and you could always put something else on the rail if you want, although you won't be able to use that side button. I don't really think that's much of a problem because, of course, you can just reach up and pull the trigger and fire the thing, so you can put whatever you want right there. I personally like putting like a, I don't know, I think a Rampage would look pretty cool right there, although it'd be kind of awkward to prime, but whatever. It's a Unity power system, man. I don't really think I need to say a whole lot more, but let me know what you think about the Unity power system down in the comments section below. I'm really interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are about this thing, because it is freaking rad. I'm surprised I don't think Barrett has ran one of these in a war yet. I'm gonna beat him to it. Anyway, I don't really know how to end videos, so I'm Walcom. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different one.